our chain of transmission goes back to my father's father, my friend's father's father.
You know why
and all of our people's fathers.
You know why it's so wrong what you're saying? Because your chain of transmission, the chain of transmission that you have, goes to one person.
No.
It goes back to Moses, to Joshua. It does the same thing. It's the same thing. That's why you have the
at Mount Sinai.
Hang on. That's why in your chain of transmission, in Pirkei Avot, you have the Zujot, the pairs. You have Shimon the righteous, and you have another one. You have Rabbi Ben Hay and Rabbi Ben Hagag. You have these two people. So you have two people in the chain that we don't know nothing about, and you're saying all these people at Mount Sinai. No, you don't have all these people's transmissions at Mount Sinai.
Your point is that you believe Islam?
The point is that it's not about that. I'm critiquing you. Exactly what Allah mentioned in the Quran. You've taken the rabbis and monks as priests and lords besides Allah.
So you believe
Islam? So you believe
Jew,
that if God was to say something now, and your rabbis were to say something else, just say it on camera, you would follow the rabbis. Just say it as they did in the Tandoor of Akhnai. No, you believe in the Talmud.
I can say my own statements.
That's fine. The Tandoor of Akhnai, where the rabbi said one thing and the other rabbi was alone, but the voice of God said we're going to support him, and they said it is with us, not with them. We don't care about the bat call. And what did Elijah allegedly? The prophet Elijah met a rabbi later on, and what did he say? He was asked of Elijah, what did the Holy One, what did God say when that debate happened? And what did God say? Let you tell the people.
God is smiling and says, my sons have won me in debates.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Something to that.
Allahu Akbar.
I don't know if I have the
That's
exact
fine.
translation.
So your children, my children have defeated me.
Yes.
So your God, our God, the one who created all of us,
yes,
and knows everything, knows the past, knows the future, knows what would have been and what has been, he was defeated in a debate by the rabbis.
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah? So this is where we end it. Lakum dinakum waliya din. You have no chain of transmission from Moses. You follow your rabbis. And just remember, the promise of Allah, it's not your strength as Jews. It's not your strength. It was our weakness. The moment the Muslims come back to Tawheed en masse, you will see that we will be able to stand, and you won't be able to take our lands from us, and you won't be able to kill us. And just to mention now, before anyone claims I'm anti-Semitic, our mother, al-Mu'mineen Safiya, was the wife of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. She was of Jewish origin. When some of the other wives of Arab descent, they mocked her for being Jewish, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, returned to her and said, tell them that she was a descendant she was a Levite, descendant of daughter of a Levite. She said, tell them that your father was a prophet, meaning Harun. Your uncle was a prophet, meaning Musa, and your husband is a prophet, meaning Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So what we say is that the Jewish people that follow what Moses was upon and follow what Harun were upon, these are people that are beloved to us, and it is nothing to do with hating them for ethnicity or loving them for ethnicity. Akramakum andallah al-atqakum. The best of you in the sight of Allah are the pious, not the ones from any state or any religion or anything like that. So lakum dinakum waliya din. But just know that the promise of Allah will come to pass, and it is our weakness, not due to your strength. Allahu Akbar. God is Jewish, and he's defeated by the Jews. And he's defeated by the Jews. And your rabbis beat God. This will be your own undoing. Lakum dinakum waliya din.